Today we will be reading The Brain Train by Hannah and Malina. Are you guys ready to start? Alright, let's press the button to begin our journey. So this book is called The Brain Train, and it will take you all around the brain on a train. So welcome to the Brain Train. Today we will be traveling all around the brain on the brainstem line, just like messages travel around the brainstem. This is the route we will be taking today. So we're going to start at the train station, travel along the brainstem, go to the cerebellum, and then go to the temporal lobe, and then go to the occipital lobe, and then we're going to travel over to the sensory cortex, the motor cortex, the Broca's area, and finally the frontal lobe, which is where we will end our journey.
Our first stop will be the cerebellum. This part of the brain helps you control your balance and movement. So everyone, let's get out of the train and stand on one foot. You're able to do this because of your cerebellum.
Our second stop will be the temporal lobe. The temporal lobe helps you remember and hear things. So let's all ring the bell. Now, because of your temporal lobe, you will be able to hear and remember the sound of that bell. Wasn't that fun?
The third stop will be the occipital lobe. This part of the brain can help you see and analyze what you're seeing. So let's take a look at this tree to test out our occipital lobe.
For the fourth stop, we will go to the sensory cortex. The sensory cortex is responsible for receiving and interpreting sensory information. Let's pet the monster, his name is Jim, to activate our sensory cortex.
The fifth stop is at the motor cortex. It's involved in planning, control, and the execution of the voluntary movements. So everybody stand up and bust a move to exercise your motor cortex.
Our sixth stop is the Broca's area, which plays an important role in language comprehension and the speech production. Try saying this tongue twister. The big black bug bit the big black bear, and the big black bear bled blue blood. Wow, we really challenged our Broca's area with that one.
Our last stop is the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe is responsible for high cognitive functions, such as memories, emotions, and problem solving, and much more. Test out your frontal lobe by solving this riddle. What belongs to you, but other people use it more than you?
Your name. Now that we have finished our journey, if you would like to go explore our museum on Albert Bandura, he is a psychologist who did many great experiments. My favorite experiment is his Bobo doll experiment. This experiment was to test how children would be influenced by violent media. Albert had adults abuse a Bobo doll in front of a group of children. The children were split into 3 groups where they either saw the adults being punished, rewarded, or had nothing happen to them. They put the children in a room with the Bobo doll to see how they would react. If you want to know what he discovered and also learn more about his other experiments, then you can head in. If not, then have a good day. Thank you for joining us on the Brain Train. The end.